Hi, my name is Brian Hegney, Instructor of Communication at High Point University. I want to talk about understanding how you're going to be graded today, specifically as it relates to Blackboard. In fact, this is one of my favorite aspects of Blackboard, is that as a student, you actually, if your professor sets it up right, you have a lot of understanding for how you're going to be graded. So let's go ahead and see that. I'm going to go into COM 111203. That will represent just about any class you may have, specifically one of my classes. I'm going to pretend I'm a student. So I know that I have a forum post that needs to be done. Now, the forum posts are basically reading responses or video responses, and I'll write out as the professor, I'll write out the assignment under the description. And each assignment tells you what week to read on this link, read and watch. So to read and watch week 1 for this link, I'm going to click on this link. It's going to take me to a Google Sheet, week 1 readings and videos. So I've got 10 tips for using audio, how to create a scene, Ira Glass on storytelling, Radiolab interview, a couple other things, and then a couple videos on Adobe Audition. And then I have Supplemental here. So this tells me the total of minutes that this spends, this should be spent here, and that's about 38.5 minutes of runtime or reading time. Of course, that doesn't include any number of minutes you want to replay a video, or if you read slower, obviously, or faster, this will be slightly different for you. Under here, Supplemental. Supplemental is when the skill here will add value to the assignment and help you get a better grade. Okay, so that's what that is. So those are all the readings and the assignments. The reading assignments. The forum assignments is how you're going to show me you've done the reading. So what I want you to do is do all of those readings, and then you're going to listen to a podcast and kind of apply the readings to that podcast. So, but you want to know how you're going to be graded, right? So for the forum assignments, as a student, what you're going to do is you're going to click on the first forum assignment. That's the one you're going to be completing. And before you actually create your response to the readings, you're going to click on grading information. Grading information will show you how I'm going to grade as the professor. Now, right now it shows you 50 out of 50, or it should show you 0 out of 50. What I need you to see is this rubric symbol right here. If you click on this rubric symbol, it says View Rubric. It's going to show you what I'm grading you on. I'm grading you on formatting. I want you to have double-spaced paragraph breaks and headers. I've described that in another video that you should have watched. I'm going to grade you on the content, as in, do you write well? Do you reference the videos or readings? Is it written very well with insightful thoughts and comments that relate to the readings and the assignments? So is it formatted well? Do you reference videos appropriately? Is it written well? And then the third one is, do you respond to a peer well? So what you'll notice is I'm actually not going to grade you on whether you're right or you're wrong. If you reply to this forum assignment and you're wrong about how you apply Ira Glass's building blocks of an audio story to the blog post, or to the podcast, but you've referenced the videos appropriately and you've actually written well on it and offered some insightful comments, then you're going to get a very high grade, and I'm not going to count any grading off for getting something wrong. I'd much rather a well thought out, incorrect application of the reading material than an incomplete, possibly correct application. But I just wanted you to see how to view the rubric for the blog posts. In fact, those rubrics aren't going to change for the blog post, so once you've seen one, you've seen them all. I do want to point out another way of seeing rubrics for the major assignments, though, and there are 2 major assignments for this particular class. Let's look at the audio story one. Now, this has the overview of the assignment. What am I expecting you to do? What is this audio story composed of? This is a written description of what to do. But the question of how I'm going to grade it is answered in when you click on the assignment link and you click on the View Rubric for the number of points possible. And when you do that, I'm going to resize the window. Once again, you can see, let me get to this, I've got project management as part of that. I've got audition organization. Do you organize your project in Audition well? Are you technically proficient in Audition? What kind of audio content you have, and in message story development I describe here to get an A, it needs to show superlative adherence to Ira Glass's moments of reflection as well as Radiolab's story arc, and those are described in the first readings. And for this particular project, if this is the class you're in, we'll obviously discuss this in class as well. But that's how you figure out what I'm going to be grading you on and how you see your rubric in Blackboard. Again, for all assignments, normally the rubric is here. For any type of online forum assignment hosted by Blackboard, the way to see the rubric is a little bit more complicated, and you have to actually go into each forum post assignment and click on the grading information to view that rubric right here. Once you do that, then you should be good. Okay? I hope you've enjoyed this little tutorial on how to view the rubrics, which will help you get a better grade.